Yo, what is good, people? We are back for another episode of the Not So Big Ben Show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Not So Big Ben. Still trying to get a sponsor from Coors Banquet. Please, 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 I beg. And before we start this video, like, comment, subscribe. We love the engagement no matter what. Even if it's soy boys, females, you know what I mean. But I'm here with my co-host.
Yo, man, what is good? It's your boy Pro at Proden on Instagram, man. And you know, we back with another one today, man. Another good one today, man. I'm excited to talk about what we got to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my boy Poe in the back, the producer, man. You know what I'm saying? He always keeps us locked in, and you know, he always gives us, you know, some good content to work with for sure. You know,
yes,
his boys. So
yes,
we
sir.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. And boy, oh boy, did we have some fights this past weekend, man. Miami always brings that heat.
Yeah.
And they might need to bring every card there because it just puts on great fight, well, other than one, but we'll bring that one up later. But the night got started off pretty good fight, I'd say. I mean, some thought it was boring. I thought Radke put on a dominant performance against Prado, you know. Not really much to say. I mean, it was just pure dominance.
Yeah, it was kind of so one-sided. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like it's clear to see what the others need, like what one person need to work on versus the other. You know what I'm saying? So
Radke had a hell of a microphone speech right after. Said he called the crowd faggots, and it was quite funny actually. But and then right after that, Vicente Luque with the club and sub, man. I did not expect that. I thought Kelvin with the weight, and, you know, I thought Vicente with his suspension. You know, I didn't really think Vicente had it in him anymore, but, you know, dropped him with the uppercut and then caught him in his favorite submission, the Darce choke. And, yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick fight. I mean, so Vicente middleweight debut might be his thing. I don't know, but and then right after there was a draw, or it was a win for Padilla. It got announced to a draw. That didn't make sense to me, but I don't feel too bad. Padilla did miss weight. I thought he did win the fight, though. I mean, I thought I had it 29-27 for him, even though Medeiros did cut him wide open in the first round.
Yeah, I think it could have went either way. I definitely see why, like, probably, you know, with the weight cut, like you said, that they decided to go a draw. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody's got to go look back at the film and you get your own take of what you think, you know what I'm saying, how you think the rounds went. Because at the end of the day, we can't change the, you know, decision. But I think it was a close fight for both of them. And they both have something to, you know, look off, you know, for highlights and look back on, you know, for next fights for sure.
I agree. And right after that, Tatiana Suarez made a huge statement. Got rocked early.
Yeah.
Again, and, you know, all three judges gave her the first round still, though. I gave it to Lupi personally just because of the shots landed.
Yeah.
I didn't think Tatiana landed much when she took her down, even though she controlled her for most of the first round. But, I mean, the submission she got right after was an insane one.
Yeah.
I thought, like, I'm looking at Lupi's head. I'm like, her head's about to explode. And so maybe I think she's made a statement, might be back on top for the straw. I mean,
it's just if somebody knows how to have good takedown defense, I don't see her winning fights in that division.
I don't either. I mean,
because that's really like that was her biggest downfall when she actually challenged for the title was.
Well, that's true, but we'll never know if Zhang Weili's coming back. And I mean, I think she could beat Mackenzie Dern personally. Suarez could, but then again, Dern's got really good. But Dern's got really good grappling. No, I agree.
Yeah, I might say.
But
and Dern's better than her on the feet, so
true. But yeah, and Dern, kind of crazy. She's never had a knockout. Her striking's not bad, or it's gotten a lot better. It's definitely.
I'm telling you, she's champ now. You get like Teddy Atlas said, you get 10 times better when you become a champ. It's just like, you know what I'm saying. You know, and experience all your fights are championship fights after that. So,
yeah.
I mean, you're at the pinnacle, basically, of where everybody who's fighting you wants to be, you know, so.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, but good on her. I mean, she got a win. It's 2 in a row for her. So we'll see what's next for her. But Matheus Gamrot, they got to stop giving this guy unranked guys because it's almost too easy for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think he'd actually finish him. I thought he was just going to maul him all 3 rounds. I mean, it was a dominant performance. So got to give it up for him. But
yeah,
I don't know. Like, do ranked guys just not want to fight Gamrot or something?
I mean,
it's not a draw.
I do think it is because Gamrot is like seriously, he's gotten way better as like his career has progressed. And I mean, he's got 30 fights. You know what I'm saying? And he's 26-4. So
yeah,
I mean, that says a lot about just him as a fighter. I mean, only losing 4 fights in 30 fights. You know what I'm saying? And not to be getting ranked guys. I mean, you know, you kind of look at it as like, you know, maybe some of these guys are ducking, or maybe these guys are just not taking the challenge against Gamrot. But
or the UFC's just not interested in
and maybe it is that too.
Putting him up because, you know, they think, I mean, I hate the direction they're going down in that regard, because we got to get the best guys fighting the best.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Now he did fight Oliveira on short notice and did get finished, but still, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. What do you expect, though? And then Kevin Holland got a win right after that. I mean, good fight, I guess. I don't know how it was all 30-27, to be honest, because, you know, in the first round, Randy cut him open and landed a big up kick. But then again, right, that was really his only big moments of the fight.
Yeah.
But I just didn't see a whole 30-27, you know what I mean? Kevin definitely won the fight, no doubt about that. But
oh, for sure, yeah.
it was just a Kevin Holland fight. I mean, so.
Yeah, it's kind of how like you said, Kevin Holland fights go. He might lose like the first round, or he might come out a little bit slow. But as the fight gets on, he usually always gets better. So I mean, I thought it was an entertaining fight. There wasn't really too much to go off on, which is like, you know, kind of just like Kevin Holland fights. But,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good win for him. It's definitely a good guy who had some momentum, obviously, Randy Brown, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So to shut that down, I mean, it has to feel good. So, yeah, I mean, you know, props to Kevin Holland. I always like seeing him fight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's always going to talk shit and just beat Kevin Holland, so.
When he landed he landed a kick and Randy checked, he's like, and he said in the middle of the fight, he goes, that hurt.
Yeah, he's such a character in and out the ring. So, I mean, he's always himself. He's authentic, you know what I mean? So. Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's Kevin Holland, though, and that's who he's going to be, but. And then right after the Battle of Bellator in the main event of the prelims, Patricio Pitbull, Aaron Pico. Whew, what a masterclass for Aaron Pico, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, got wobbled early on in the first round. I think one judge gave Pitbull the first round, which, you know, it's not the worst thing ever. But then 2 and 3, Pico made it undeniable almost. And, you know, showed why Dana really liked him, like, coming in. And, and now, you know, I don't know if Daniel Cormier is really close as Aaron Pico or not, because he was like glazing him, like saying like, now like 145ers got to watch out for Aaron Pico or whatever. I'm like, we just watched him get killed by Leroy Murphy. So I don't know.
You gotta definitely give him time. But I mean, looking at the stats, 104 out of 185, you know, total strikes to Patricio's 49 out of 88. So, I mean, and significant strike-wise, he had 100 of those. So, I mean, if you put him against the right fighter, obviously, this to me shows that, you know what I'm saying, he could put on a masterclass, at least against that type of fighter. Because Patricio is not really the best stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? He's more of a ground guy. But he couldn't really do anything with Pico on the ground either, or really get him there. So it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think Pico looked good all around for sure. Mm-hmm. It's just that weight division, bro.
It's stacked, I mean, right now especially. And we had one retire. What a way to go out, Cub Swanson.
Yeah. That's how they come up.
I thought he still had it, too, watching that. And I know he didn't fight the best fighter in the world. Everyone likes Nate the Train Landwehr, though, because he always brings it. But,
Yeah.
He like had no answer for Cub. That was, I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. But that was almost like a pro going against an amateur. Considering it's funny because the pro is like on his way out, but Cub, I mean, looked real good. You know, had his family in the octagon after. Got a beautiful wife, bunch of kids. I mean, he's got it good, man. Like, you know, especially where he like I think he grew up in gang violence or something. So
yeah, and I was gonna be a coach. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's where he said his calling was. It's just, you know what I'm saying, the coach now. And I mean, dude, he's got 3 kids, and I think he has twins. They look like they're twins.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Or they're triplets. But yeah, bro. He's got a, like you said, beautiful family, bro. He deserves it, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Over, you know, 40 plus fights, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's insane, man. He's been around for a long time. Even, you know, back when Max Holloway was you know, still young,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He was back then. So
Is Cub the one with like he's got like the palm trees? He's got tatted palm trees on
Yeah, I
his
think
like
so.
midsection.
I don't know if they're palm trees. I don't
or
He got like a bald. He's bald. He's got like a beard right
okay.
now.
Okay, yeah, I think
I think you're thinking that.
Okay,
same
cool.
guy.
I think he's got palm trees somewhere. I don't know where they are, but
Yeah.
he's got tattoos everywhere too.
Yeah, he's a tatted. He's a tatted.
add it
guy.
up. But man, I mean, just stung him and like looked amazing, and that's a hell of a way to go out. It's a good Cub Swan song, if you will.
And then the tribute after was beautiful.
Which
Like
you
I love that they do that too.
Yeah,
Like
for
after
sure.
you know somebody's retirement fight, give them a tribute of their whole career. Especially a guy like Cub Swanson, who's given, like I said, so many. He's given so many bangers. I mean, if you look at his history and you go watch some of his fights, most of his fights are just all bangers. Whether he lost or whether he won, you know what I'm saying? So
Let's show it out.
yeah, it's just always put on a classic for fans for sure, and you know, hope to see him in the Hall of Fame one day for sure. I think he deserves it.
I think a few of his fights are in the Hall of Fame, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Individually, though, we'll see. I think he's deserving of it, but one fight that will not be in the Hall of Fame, Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker. You know, stand him up. We don't like grappling. Stand and bang. It's gonna be so fun. They stood and banged. They didn't really bang though, but pause. But they stood up the whole fight and nothing really happened. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I gave the fight to Johnny Walker, but like
Yeah, I personally thought
he
from
didn't.
forward pressure, because Dominic Reyes was on his back foot the majority of the time, and most of the exchanges, like I said, nobody really landed anything of,
Yeah, you can't be mad at
you know what I'm saying, significant. But it's just like it was kind of a bad fight for both. I mean, 3-round fight, and they only landed. I mean, Dominic Reyes landed 34 punches,
Yeah.
and Johnny Walker landed 42.
And I think like 29 of them were leg kicks. Brutal.
Which is,
don't get
you
me
know
wrong.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
brutal. But at the same time, it's like, what type of impact does that have on a fight? You know what I'm saying? If you're just, if half of your strikes are leg kicks, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's just,
And I think part of us is spoiled because like everybody expected that to be like a double knockdown type of fight. Like
because they were saying they were going for blood in like the press conferences and stuff. Like I watched the press
Yeah.
conferences and they were like, "Oh, we're going for blood," and like, "You guys want blood? That's what we're gonna go for." And then, you know what I'm saying? Immediately, it's just like,
now they fought smart though. I mean, like they just fought not to get knocked out because they
for
knew
sure.
one of each other was gonna. I would have bet my.
I thought Reyes
life.
was gonna knock out Walker. So Walker has a glass chin.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I mean,
So does Reyes.
I thought that Ming Yang dude or whatever the Chinese guy would knock out Walker, but then that didn't happen. So.
Yeah.
Then right after, we had probably the fight of the decade: Curtis Blades and Josh Hogan. Man,
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
wow.
That was,
You know what?
That was a crazy.
Yeah, say what you want about Josh Hogan. I was over that whole gimmick, like going in. I'm like, all right, like because you did say, "Hey, Josh, how do you plan to fight this weekend?" I want pizza, so give me some Vista or whatever. Like he's just like you
It's
ask him.
needed. To me, it's so needed.
It is, but
You need a guy like that. So I mean, it's corny, but it's almost like what Triple C did when he was like so corny with what he did as champion. But it was needed though. It was like, you know what I'm saying, it got people to watch his fights because, you know what I'm saying, you either wanted to see him get knocked out or you wanted to see what he could do. And I mean, wow. I mean, all I can say is he had a game plan of like, I know my cardio is better than yours and I know I'm faster than you.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna fight you. Like that's really all it was. It wasn't technical. It really wasn't anything but like a slobber knocker. Like like only thing that was missing was the bar. That was the only thing missing. The bar and the alcohol and the drunk people around. Like that was that type of fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a fight that you see in a bar. It was nasty. Both guys, you know what I'm saying, really left it off all round in the first, or at least in the first round, rather. And I mean, from there, it's just like you could tell Curtis Blades was hurt, but you could tell that he didn't want to lose to Hokic because of like all the stuff that was surrounding. Because I watched the press conferences and stuff. So he was obviously making the way, like, fun of the way Curtis Blades talks, you know what I'm saying? Because he talks with a, like a, I don't know if it's like a stutter or something, but
oh yeah,
he has like a little speech impediment or whatever.
Yeah.
So he was like talking to him about that, and like, you know what I'm saying? I think Curtis just wanted to go out on the shield and not get injured, but
he did. Well,
man,
he did get injured. But.
Oh, yeah. But unfortunately, yeah, he got touched a lot. He got wobbled a lot. There was a couple of times, I mean, throughout the fight where I thought, like, there's no way he doesn't go down in the next couple of shots. But, I mean, he was firing back, and, I mean, even clipped Josh sometimes.
Blades won the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he won the first round. But
well, I mean, I thought he did at the end. Like, the barrage of punches that he landed. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I know he had the damage on his face, but that was it though. Hokic clearly won the last 2 rounds. But.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I'm looking at total strikes right now. It's 214 to 181, and Curtis Blades had the more total strikes, and significant strike wise, it was 177 to 174. Josh got that, but I mean, still, it was just. Compare that to the last fight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's what you needed.
You know what I'm saying? And these are heavier guys, you know what I'm saying? These
Heavyweight
are guys
division needed that bad.
Yeah, so bad, you know what I'm saying? And just I feel like even just the card, even after that fight for Dominic and Johnny, you know what I'm saying? Going to these 2 heavyweights, just brawling it out, you know what I'm saying? And throwing over, combined over 600 punches, you know what I'm saying? So
crazy. And I mean, also, I thought for sure, I'm watching that first round, I'm like, in the way like Hokic's wobbling back to his corner, I'm like, all right, it's only a matter of time before Blades knocks him out.
Yeah.
But Hokic was just fighting with heart and no skill. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The constant
Blades
middle
too.
fingers.
Yeah, right.
He just gave like him a middle finger every round, like after.
Bro's don't want to be Nate Diaz.
Bro, hey, he can, after that fight though.
Yeah, I know, I agree.
He can talk his shit all
but
he wants.
I'll say this, because they announced right after that fight that he will be fighting on the White House lawn against Derek Lewis. And I know everyone's thinking like he's going to dominate Derek Lewis now, but hear me out. If Derek Lewis lands those shots that Blades landed against Hokic, I think Hokic's going out.
Oh, for sure.
That's
Derek Lewis has a lot more power. I just think Derek Lewis is slow, and it would have to be like him catching him in between.
Hokic might just wrestle him, honestly.
Hokic could wrestle him. I feel like because Hokic wrestled at Fresno State. I mean,
against Bo Nickel.
Yeah, I did see that.
Crazy.
He got fucking slaughtered by Bo Nickel, but
yeah, I think it'd be different in an MMA fight though.
Yeah, MMA fight now though, you know what I'm saying? It'd probably be way different, but I think it'll be an interesting fight. I think Derek won't want to lose at the White House for sure. So hopefully we'll see a
I
different.
want Derek to win.
Hopefully we see a different version than the last one. That's all I'm gonna say. It's because the last Derek Lewis looked slow. He looked sloppy. His last fight was awful.
Waldo's also really good, though, to be fair. But yes, I agree.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about Hogan is if he were running to Waldo, I think Waldo would put his fucking lights out. You know what I'm saying? So he's gotta tighten up technical wise some of his stuff. But
This could be his one shining moment, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be, but
it was a good one.
It's a good one too. I mean, but too, Curtis Blades is, you know what I'm saying? He's a sometimes there fighter and then sometimes not. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like depending on what side. I mean, even watching the Embedded series, his coach said like it really just we've took like his good moments and his bad moments and tried to combine it. And we're really like hoping to get a good side of him, but like I said, it's just depending on what side. I think he had heart though. Both of them had heart.
Oh, 100%.
Both of them didn't want to lose. But you know what I'm saying, technical wise, it was it was far from anything of a master class. But
right. But man, good fight, and another good fight followed right up that. Paulo Costa might be the next big thing at 205. I did not think we'd be talking about that.
Yeah.
Came out first round, looked really good, won, and then kind of gassed out in the second round, and Azamat took over, landed really good shots on Paulo. So it was 1-1 going to round 3, at least for me it was.
Yeah.
And then Paulo was just spamming body kick, head kick, and that won him the fight. I mean, and then the legendary interaction with President Trump right after, where Trump's like, "Look at you. You could be a male model. Why are you fighting?" or whatever. It was the funniest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Paulo, though, man.
Yeah, he looks super big, even at light heavyweight. Like, he already looked like super jacked, and
Looked
big
healthier,
for middleweight. But, like, I don't know what it is, but him having those extra pounds, he looks so much more comfortable in that weight. You know what I'm saying?
Probably should have gone there a long time.
And like, obviously, him making the weight was easy. It seemed like it was easy. Like I said, the thing has always been kind of his cardio, but I mean, he's fighting at a bigger weight. So I mean, I think it's just something he has to get used to. But like I said, he came out in that third round, and it seemed like he had a new sense of energy. I mean, because he fought very well in that third round, controlled distance very well, and man, it was just the kicks, man. He's strong. You can tell at that weight, really strong. I mean, the kick landed on the I don't know how to say his name, Azmat's like wrist at first. It was like he partially blocked it, but it was like he had already like landed something before where he blocked it, and you could tell it like hurt his arm so bad. And this is the third round.
Griffin and Rampage Jackson.
And it's just crazy because this is all in the third round after we thought Costa, like I said, his stamina was going down. He's still landing kicks that, I mean, even that are partially blocked, guys are still feeling, you know what I'm saying? And it was ultimately the downfall of Azamat. I mean, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take any more after the kick. And it was just all around just a great performance from Paulo. I mean, that weight division, after Pereira leaving, I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Wide open for him.
It's wide open for him.
For a lot of guys.
Yeah, for a lot of guys in that division. But you know what I'm saying? It makes it interesting, especially after what we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Into it.
Jiří Procházka.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, I even said it during the fight. I'm like, he's playing with his food too much. He better be careful. And then Ulberg with the left hook sat. I mean, Jiri was winning until he got his ass whooped. Plain and simple. Because Ulberg knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, like I don't know if it was like a temple shot or like where he caught him at, but wherever he caught him at was like Yuri's weakest fucking point.
Yeah.
Because his legs immediately went weak. Like, it was bad. Like, he immediately dropped. He immediately was hurt. And I mean, Man, there's so many variables to this fight.
Yeah.
So many, just such a storyline, I feel like, to this fight. First of all, Carlos is, he obviously him winning this fight. He's in the same position as Jiri was. Jiri won the title. He got an injury, couldn't defend it, so he had to vacate. Which obviously Ulberg, has vacated now, so the division is wide open.
Has he?
Yes, he has to vacate.
Oh, well, I didn't think it was official yet.
Yeah, he has vacated. He has an ACL injury.
Well, he could fight through it if he wants to, but that's up to him.
That would be waiting 9 months. UFC's not gonna wait 9 months.
I know they're not. But I mean, that sucked because that was such a. I mean, he can say that he was the champion though.
Yeah, I mean, so the division is just wide open, and I mean, that's just another variable to it. But the injury for sure was brutal. Like them showing the replay, they caught the replay of it. I thought it was a calf thing at first, just because of like the way his calf like literally went like up and down. It was just like boom, boom. Like it just looked like some pop.
He tried to throw a head kick too with that same one. I was like, oh no.
I mean, what a guy. I got to give him his credit for that. Because, I mean, on the ACL, I mean, still fighting and not
against
even
a dangerous guy like Jiri too.
Yeah, who likes to make fights, you know what I'm saying, tough and make them gritty, which, here's what I'll say. I fully believe Jiri tried to honor, like, the warrior thing, where he was like, okay, if you can't move on it, he did point down to the ground and was like, let's stay here, or, like, we can bang like this. I believe Jiri, what he said, I believe wholeheartedly when he said, like, when he said, I was trying to, or, like, he was trying to have some type of respect, but he let his guard down, which, it wasn't the right game plan, if so, you know what I'm saying? He got caught.
Yeah.
And he got caught by something he shouldn't have got caught by, which is literally the left hook, which was crazy. He should have learned that from Alex Pereira, for real. I don't know how he didn't learn that from Pereira, because Pereira's main target or main, you know what I'm saying, punch was the left hook, which he got caught by. So, I mean, I thought he would have learned, but it just sucks, man, because it looks bad on Jiri, just because, like you said, he had a guy hurt who couldn't even throw but one punch, and that one punch just so happened to get him out. And
his lights out.
You know, he even grounded and pounded him after that, which I thought was crazy. I mean, he's on an ACL, on a bad knee, and he's jumping to the ground, you know what I'm saying, trying to finish this guy. So,
and
it's, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Goddard stepped in right time, I would say.
Yeah, it was a good time.
For the first time. But, yeah, no, I mean, congrats to Ulberg, though. Huge accomplishment. Yeah. I mean, but I'm with you on Jiri, though, but, like, I don't know. I can't give him the whole I showed mercy thing.
You can't. I mean, I believe he thought that, but it was just not. It was a stupid thing to think, I feel like.
Right.
It wasn't the right thing to think. I think, I believe that that's what he actually thought, though, for sure.
I agree, but I'm also thinking, like, did he never watch Karate Kid or Cobra Kai? Shout out to Ray Longo because he brought that up. But
yeah,
John Kreese would have been like, "Get the fuck out of my dojo now." Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Jiri, I'm sure will be back. In the title picture, I don't know, but just something. Maybe moves down to middleweight. Who knows? But I hope he's back because I'd like to watch Jiří Procházka fight. He always puts on good fights. So, good card overall and plenty more cards to look forward to. 328 will be up in the future. A few fight nights here and there. Yeah. Will we be at 328? I don't know, chat. We'll see. I don't know why I just said chat. But story that I could not believe, though. Daniel Rodriguez, who I just thought fought recently against Kevin Holland, was in Mexico jail for 8 months. And I found that out Sunday or Saturday. I was like, and he got freed? I was like, how did I not know about this?
Yeah. I wonder what he did. No, I didn't hear I didn't hear about him being in jail, but that's not the place you want to be in jail. Let me tell you that.
Well, I will say they showed his apartment or not his apartment, his cell, and Sean Strickland was like, "Yeah, that's better than my first apartment that I stayed in." I'm like, Jesus, buddy, that's kind of bad. But and then Michael Bisping and Daniel Cormier are going to be coaching the Ultimate Fighter, whatever's left of that show. I mean,
They missed the opportunity to do GSP and Michael Bisping. That would have been, to me, way better. You know what I'm saying? I would have watched that. And DC's already gotten, I mean, I love DC, but he's already gotten so many opportunities to do that. I mean, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, give it to somebody else. But I'm still going to watch it as a fan, you know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, we talked about it. Out of all of those, I feel like the Contender Series is probably the most watchable
for sure.
Nowadays, just because there's been so many guys, I mean, like Josh Hockett, that's come from the Contender Series, and you know what I'm saying, that they've done good, you know what I'm saying, and they put on good fights. So I mean, it'll be real interesting to see, you know what I'm saying, with those two for sure.
Agreed. And UFC also has signed a few big names recently. I don't know how to say this one. Jiang Jingnan. Probably sound a little racist trying to say it, but whatever.
I thought you did a good job.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a girl, so.
There you go.
But she was the one strawweight champion, and then they just got rid of the division for whatever reason. And now she's going to be debuting against Angela Hill in Macau or whatever that country is. City, state, fuck, I don't know. But, so she'll probably win that one. But, and then Gable Stevenson's going to be debuting at UFC Fight Week, or International Fight Week. He better keep his hands up, though, because that last head kick he ate on the regional scene, or spinning kick,
Yeah.
that was... Now, he's got a chin on him, but
Sure.
we'll see. I mean, I believe in the potential of him, but, you know, I got to
adds
see
a lot. It adds a lot to that weight division for sure.
I was going to say, are we going to get him and Josh Hockett? Like,
He looked skinny though. When I saw him at the fights, he was super slimmed down.
yeah. I mean, some heavyweights just aren't that big. They're like 210, you know, but if you're 210, you might as well go down to 205.
Oh yeah, he's definitely bigger than 210 though.
Oh, well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I remember somebody fought at like 220 at heavyweight. I'm just like, just cut a few more. I mean, then again, weight cuts suck, but, and then what am I blanking on? Tyson Fury had a comeback this past week, and I didn't even watch the fight. I don't know if you
I did. I watched. So I watched Conor Ben's fight before then, and I'll just chat on those two. But Conor Ben's fight against Regis Prograis, Regis retired after, and I mean it was obvious why. His feet were not underneath him ever throughout the whole fight. His legs just looked weak. But Conor could have finished him, I feel like. And Conor had a lot of opportunities to get caught. So I mean, I think he still has a couple of fights to get his wits together. I mean, they sold out a stadium 70,000 though. So I mean, he's always going to be a big draw, and people are always going to watch him because of the Eubank stuff. But that fight in general, it really didn't prove anything. He should have done a lot more to the guy than what he did. So he's calling for Ryan Garcia next. So I would be interested to watch that for sure. I think
Conor
Ryan,
Ben?
Yeah,
How much does he weigh?
he's trying to go down to 147.
I was going to say, I thought he was a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, he fought at a catch weight, like 150, I think, catch weight. But
Jeez.
he's trying to slowly make his way down. So we'll see how that goes. And then as for Tyson Fury's fight, I mean, the guy that he fought really had one game plan and one game plan only, and it was just kind of come forward and try to get Tyson Fury on the his back on the ropes. And Tyson's just too game for that. I mean, he was too fast for him, and knew where to place the punches and where to get out of the way, and saw the game plan kind of early. So it was all around just dominating from him. So yeah, I mean, was interesting to watch, but wasn't wasn't as good as UFC for sure.
So I didn't miss out. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I did see that him and Joshua, I guess, are going to fight in the fall.
Yeah.
Come on, Anthony.
Yeah, I hope Anthony wins that fight.
I just don't like Tyson Fury for whatever reason. I don't know. That whole... It's just... Like, the way he handled the Usyk loss, I was just kind of like, fuck this guy, you know? But that's neither here or there. In the somewhat in the fake combat world, the WWE, apparently Io Sky is not going to get her chance at WrestleMania, and that fucking bums me out, man.
Yeah. Nah, I love Io, man. I think she's a treasure, man, and I think people aren't gonna realize how good she is until she's gone, unfortunately. Or
Yeah.
Until she's not. I'm saying that until she's like not in the WWE or until she retires, which is gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? But she really truly does bring a lot. I mean, the fans love her, and you know what I'm saying. She did get her shot, I will say. I mean, she had the title for a couple of months. Or not a couple of months, maybe like, I think it was like 1 or 2. But, you know, I just think, I would take her to me right now over Rhea. Because I think Rhea's just always going to be in the picture because she's Rhea, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, and Io is like one of the best in-ring performers in the world. And the fact she doesn't have a WrestleMania spot it's crazy to me. And then you get like... fucking, which this might happen, Pat McAfee and Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll is the plan for Backlash.
That shit is...
That is stupid.
Yeah, it's just like, what about that is appealing as a fan that's like enjoyed wrestling? What about that says wrestling? Jelly Roll, Pat McAfee.
You know who that's for? That's for like someone like me that's like never, and I'm not saying I want that, but like that's just like a get new fans, don't take care of the old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
which they've been doing lately, and that's been annoying. But I will give them props for finally letting Royce Keys make his WWE debut.
Yeah.
Looked really good, or as some know him as Powerhouse Hobbs, was a very, very awesome performance, and I was glad to see him out there. And, you know, they also, I saw the other day on, I can't remember what show it was, but Stephen A. Smith went out of his way to say that Nick Khan, a WWE EVP, tried to talk to him to be like in a Pat McAfee type of role and have him as a manager for one of these guys. And I was just like, thank God he declined.
Yeah.
I could not handle that cornball brother on my TV.
I'm not gonna call him cornball, but
He is such a cornball.
I mean, I think everybody has their own different opinions. I think people just voice them differently, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, obviously, you know, Stephen A is going to talk about what he wants to talk about, the way Stephen A wants to talk about it. So I mean, I wouldn't call him a cornball because I don't think that about him, but
he says what he needs to say in the way he should to get paid.
yeah.
He's got his own like little I guess it's a podcast or show. He's like a whole different person than what you see on like ESPN or something.
But I mean, yeah, like you said, I feel like he says what he's paid to say, like you said, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And if he's paid to do it, I mean, shit. If I got paid what he got paid, I'd fucking do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Same, but
yeah, I don't think there would have been anything good that it came out of that. So.
Well, and it's like, first of all, he's never had a good sports take in his life. Gets paid 100. What?
I mean, yeah.
Gets paid $120 million to say a bunch of nonsense. If you can't tell, I don't really like the guy too much. It's just he's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But, a lot of it stemmed from like when he was talking about when he was with Joe Rogan after like the UFC fights and was saying that like Donald Cerrone's a quitter, blah blah blah, and it's like, but you've just never been in. Have you seen him hit mitts?
Yeah, I just see that. I mean, yeah, it's not the best for sure. But I mean, like I said, like I said, people just have their own opinions, and I think, like you said, he's meant to say what he's meant to say for a reason, because it's just his platform, and you know what I'm saying. Some of it might be his own personal opinion, some of it might just be, you know what I'm saying, what he has to say. So, I think, you know what I'm saying. Let's argue about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I agree. That's his thing.
I love that I love that he's an
Yeah.
arguer. You know what I'm saying? He's always gonna argue something.
Makes like I think like ESPN pays him like maybe it's either 70 or 80 million a year. He's like making friggin' Kevin Durant money or something.
I'd say whatever the fuck I want at that point.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, I just don't see what ESPN sees in his talents because, like, I feel like the guy's got zero talent to begin with.
Yeah. No, I can't let you say he got zero talent.
Bro, he's got zero talent.
He's been around for years for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
I think you can dislike his takes, but he's a showman. And I think that's part of it.
So but that's it though. But like in terms of just knowledge, he's got nothing.
ESPN employs some really dumb people, in my opinion. I don't know if I think he's a little bit overplayed and annoying. I wish maybe he could tone it down a little bit, but I got a couple other names that I'd probably rather see go than him. But
yeah, I might say there's a couple.
He plays the game. He plays the game.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll say this: Max Kellerman was beating him on every debate, though.
Max Kellerman's a smart guy.
He is. Now he said some dumb things too, Max Kellerman. Part of me, just like looking at his face, though, it's almost like he wanted to rage bait Stephen A. Though.
Max Kellerman is now on a podcast with Rich Paul.
Yeah.
LeBron James, like childhood friend, agent,
commentating on Zuffa boxing too.
He's a smart guy, man. You watch an episode, I don't think you'll like Rich Paul. That man, I don't know if
he's
an
agent. Well, I mean, what do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, not Paul. Max Kellerman's got to give him a quick shout. He's one of the best boxing analysts I've ever heard talk.
Yeah.
Especially listening to him on Zoom. I mean, he's been around the game forever, and so shout out to him. But
Yeah.
fuck you, Stephen A. Smith. I don't like you personally. Even though you're a Steeler fan, it's just you win debates by yelling over people, not even letting them talk. But that's the politic world, and I guess he's gonna run for president, which I'm just like, all right. If he's our fucking president, then again, I won't even get into politics because I don't even want to say what I'm going to say because Israel is going to kill me. But back to wrestling. Liv Morgan released her music video. I had no idea she was making music. First of all, looked really good. Really good. And man... And then, like, with her and Stephanie promoting Vaquer promoting the shit out of their stuff, I almost kind of want them to be the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Over Pat not Pat. They're making Pat the focal point. I keep calling it Pat. Randy and Cody at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think their feud is definitely really interesting. I think for every woman's rivalry right now, they're the best for sure. I mean,
Agreed.
I think just the build up, and like I said, I heard there were actually tensions between Stephanie Valkyrie and people back in the locker room. There was just reports, but some of it could be true, some of it could be not. But it definitely looked personal after that push.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it definitely set up some good storyline to come, for WrestleMania, I feel like. And, people will definitely watch it. I know we're all going to watch it, together. So,
For sure.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. I mean, I'm not too excited for it, but that's whatever. And then AEW had their show this weekend, Dynasty. MJF retained over Kenny Omega. I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch much of that show.
How many times have they wrestled?
MJF and Kenny? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to say, hasn't it been, hella times?
Yeah.
So I'm just that's the only thing about AEW sometimes. I feel like they reuse constantly some of the matchups that they do, over and over again. But, I mean, You know what I'm saying? It just really depends on what type of wrestling you want to watch to me. But,
Agree.
Yeah.
And Kevin Knight's a champion now, so I'm stoked about that because I like watching him. I don't know how many times they're going to keep having Jon Moxley win against Will Ospreay, or just win in general. I don't really care for Jon Moxley personally.
Mm-hmm.
He's put on good shows, but I just hate the guy. I mean, the watching him like be a dick during jiu-jitsu tournaments, I'm like, all right, fuck this guy. But you've seen those videos too, haven't you?
Yeah.
Gets beat up by FedEx drivers. But I'm sure those FedEx drivers are really good, by the way. You don't get in tournaments for no reason. But what am I blanking on right now? Oh, Darby Allin, he won his match against Andrade, and now he'll be the number one contender for MJF. And I think, to like kind of have AEW talking again, maybe have Darby Allin beat MJF.
Yeah.
Because, that could steal headlines if you want.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So that's that. But, man, the combat sports world is amazing. We got WrestleMania coming up, tons of UFC events, and it's been great to talk to you guys about this. Bro, you got anything?
No, man. Combat sports is awesome, man. Really looking forward to, UFC at the White House, man. The card at 327 definitely gave us some light, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something good to look forward to. And now that Hokett's on that card and Lewis is on that card, cards kind of come together just a little bit more. So we'll see, But excited for that and just, excited to see where UFC goes, man, with everything. And
Yes, sir, brother.
combats in general, for sure.
For sure. Poe?
You guys know your stuff. Good show. See you next time.
Yes, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great night, everybody. Woo!